I remember the first time I came across Edgar Allan Poe's famous quote saying that all that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream, and how baffled I was when faced with the overwhelming sense of relief I felt staring at those words on paper. Finally, a phrase that perfectly described how the world looked like through my eyes. I later came to realize that this lack of mental clarity and feeling of separation from the world was actually a dissociative symptom called brain fog, and it is linked to a number of also very fun things like stress, depression, PTSD, and anxiety, just to name a few. If you're also experiencing difficulties with various cognitive functions, such as, focusing on a thought or idea, recalling things, following conversations, paying attention, and focusing on your surroundings, then you and I are in the same boat, fam. Not to get into too much detail, but I've been low-key, pardon my French, busting my ass trying to regain my mental clarity for about 3 years now, and would love to share some exercises and habits that have helped me the most along the way so that you can give them a shot yourself, and then we can both stop feeling spaced out and unlike ourselves. Now then, before we get into the how-tos, let's look at the end goal, shall we? Mental clarity is defined as a state in which your mind is fully active and engaged. We need mental clarity in order to work through problems and stay productive throughout the day. In a nutshell, sharp memory recall, quick thinking, and unclouded judgment are all part of mental clarity. So what can you and I do to get to, or as close as we possibly can, to this desired end state? Number 1. Increase the production of norepinephrine, a brain chemical that stimulates the brain. I know this sounds all fancy schmancy, but it doesn't have to be that deep. Just make a conscious effort to engage more frequently in mentally stimulating activities. Because guess what? Even mental clarity and focus takes practice. My boyfriend and I are hardcore Wordle fans. Google it, you'll never look back, I promise you. So much so that I even got the book for him so we don't have to wait for one every day. But bottom line, crossword puzzles, freaking Legos, even taking a different route to go to school or to work count as new stimulating exercises for the mind. And trust me, with all the staying indoors we've been doing because of you know what, we can all use a little bit of stimulation nowadays. Number 2, forget the expression, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger when it comes to stress. Stress kills, and that's a fact. Chronic stress contributes to high cortisol levels, which means weakened circulation, among other things. Poor circulation results in the heart sending less oxygen to your brain. This can cause a lack of mental clarity, which in turn may amplify your stress and anxiety levels. It can be a vicious cycle if left unchecked. As someone who is a living ball of stress, the only thing that really helps me when it comes to grounding is hot water. I don't know why. It's so calming to me. I love washing dishes because I'm in contact with hot water. Try it. Maybe it's gonna work for you too. As a word of advice for this part, you can also try 20 de-stressing techniques or exercises before you narrow down on the handful that actually work for you. This part is grueling and frustrating, but oh my god, my top 2 when I finally found them are just chef's kiss. But it takes a while of experimentation. Number 3, stop being a little bitch. And I can already hear the awesome comments I'm gonna get for this one, but it needs to be said. I know many of us have the privilege of choosing the easy way every day, but that doesn't mean you should. In order for the brain to get stimulated and stay active, and for that darn brain fog to truly buzz off, is by facing challenges, solving problems, taking the hard way instead of just Googling your way through life. When I was traveling last summer, I realized people don't even bother learning a few sentences so they can communicate the bare minimum when they visit a country. They just use that instant translate app for phrases as easy as, how much is that? Like, bruh, really? You couldn't learn Kut Costa? We rely so much on technology that our brain is slowly losing its purpose. Why think when it thinks for me, right? So listen up, fam. Before ending this video, I would like to give you, and myself included, some homework. And I would like you to comment down below what you did on your own, with your own mind, and what did you take away from it this week, okay? Or the next one. Deal? Shake on it. This week, every day, do something the hard way. How much will the grocery bill be? Mental math, yeah. I hate it too, but you're gonna do it. Instead of Ubering something or looking up a recipe, F it. Eyeball dinner and try making something out of your pure imagination and cooking base knowledge. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, but before ending this video, I'd like to tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, Shein. I've been buying from their website long before I even started my YouTube channel, and I have pieces from them that I've worn for years and they're still going strong. I'm honestly really happy to see Shein listening to all of our comments and making a conscious effort to incorporate more recycled and organic materials in their new items, and even starting an eco-friendly collection. If you ask me, this is definitely a start in the right direction, and with every collaboration I always make it a point to encourage them to keep going and keep doing better. I invite you to click in the link down below to take a peek at any or all of the pieces I've shown during this mini clip. I am particularly loving their dresses, joggers, sportswear, and the, might I say, haba haba ooh la la lingerie section. Don't forget to use my coupon code at checkout for a little something something just for you.